so honored to be here. I live in northern Iowa, and I've never been this far up in Wisconsin. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. I hope you realize what a blessing it is to live in this part. With the woods and the lakes and everything. It's absolutely fabulous. So it's really my honor to be here, and I want to thank Beth Post, who's worked with me throughout the planning process. She's been wonderful to work with. So thanks so much for joining us. Just sit back and enjoy this hour. I want to start by getting you involved right away. I'd like you to turn to someone next to you, find someone intelligent close by. This should not be difficult. And I want you to tell that person one way in which you are a superhero in your life. And it could be something as simple as, hey, I made it here tonight. I'm a superhero. And that way, whatever it is, you have 60 seconds. This is not an option. This is a requirement to turn to the person next to you and say, this is how I'm a superhero in my life. Ready, set, go. Everybody, okay, if you could please wrap up that thought, that would be wonderful. I brought along with me some cutting-edge research that I thought might be of interest to women. There has been some research that's been conducted, don't ask me the source of the research, I hate to reveal it, that some products have actually been proven now to be male or female. Did you know that? It's been scientifically proven. For instance, did you know that Ziploc bags have been scientifically proven now to be male? Because they hold everything in, but you can see right through it. It's fine. I'm not making this up. It's what the research said. Photocopiers have been proven to be female because once we're turned off, it takes a really long time. What about tires? Would it be male or female on the tires? No, you're correct. Because they go bald easily and are often hot air balloons. You're right, it's male. Because to get them to go anywhere, you have to light a fire under their body. Now we've got the hourglass. It is female because over time all of our weight shifts to it. And finally, last one, this is a tricky one. The remote control is female. I know, it's a shock, isn't it? Because it gives men great pleasure. He'd be lost without it, and while he doesn't always know exactly which buttons to push, he just keeps on. We now have the proof in the plate. I also, since this is a women's event, I thought I'd share with you a women's story which begins something like this. A woman was sitting at a bar enjoying an after-work cocktail with her girlfriends when Stephen, a tall, exceptionally handsome, extremely sexy, middle-aged man entered. He was so striking that the woman could not take her eyes off him. The seasoned yet playful heartthrob noticed her overly attentive stare and walked directly toward her, as any man would. Before she could offer her apologies for staring so rudely, he leaned over and whispered to her, I'll do anything, absolutely anything that you want me to do, no matter how kinky, for $20. Under one condition. Flabbergasted, but intrigued. The woman asked what the one condition was. The man replied, you have to tell me what you want me to do in just 3 words. Well, the woman considered his proposition for a moment, and then slowly reached in and grabbed a $20 bill from her purse, which she pressed into the man's hand along with her address. She looked deeply and passionately into his eyes, barely concealing her anticipation and excitement, and slowly and meaningfully said, clean my house. Absolutely. Even if I thought that one was funny. All right, well, the title of my presentation is, I know I'm supposed to be Wonder Woman, but I don't have any bullet-blocking bracelets. This might describe some of you. I'm not saying that I am Wonder Woman. I'm just saying that no one has seen me and Wonder Woman in the same room at the same time. So that's But when I think of Wonder Woman, I am old enough to remember the original Linda Carter show in the late 1970s, early 1980s. Who remembers the Wonder Woman show, Linda Carter? And she had these amazing bracelets. What did those bracelets do? Yes, whenever there was a bullet coming her way, she could just hold it up, and the bullet would just deflect right off her, and it would protect her from it. And if there was she actually crossed her arms like this, it would create a force field. So any bullets coming her way, she'd just be able to protect herself, and they would just deflect right off of her. And one day I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if each one of us as women had some bracelets that could deflect those bullets in our lives, those stressors coming at it. What are some of our bullets? Well, let me put a few of them up here. Multiple responsibilities. Too high expectations, many times put upon ourselves. We expect ourselves to be Wonder Woman. Difficult people, daily aggravations, deadlines, credit card bills, moody teenagers, gossiping coworkers, heavy workload, piles of laundry, dirty diapers, dishes in the sink, company coming for the weekend, and hormones. Does that sound like any of your lives? I often think as women, I always feel like this in our household. My husband Chris and I have been together for 28 years, and we have 3 young adult sons. But I often feel like no matter what is going on, they expect that mom will come in and handle the situation. And I bet many of you feel that like that at women in the workplace or your volunteer situation. No matter what's going on, the expectation is this, that you'll step in and say, everybody, chill out, I got this. But I want to talk tonight, that was actually taken up Beth Probst. She was earlier tonight, telling the last minute details here. All right, well, fighting off bullets takes its toll. And lots of times when I talk to women, one-on-one at conferences or events afterwards, and they visit with me about what it feels like to be constantly handling these bullets coming at us and the stressors, they use these type of words to describe how they feel about that. They say, I feel exhausted. I feel burnt out. I feel overwhelmed. I feel physically spent and emotionally drained. I feel spiritually empty. And this last one is always said with a certain level of sadness when women say this. I have a sense that I've lost myself. That somewhere along the line of raising family, of getting into career, and different things, I was like, I don't know who Brenda is anymore. I'm not sure who I am. I often think of it like holding up a glass of water. If I had a glass of water up here right now, and I said, could I ask you, your name is Patty, would you hold this glass of water up for a minute? How would that be? That'd be fine. What if I said, I'd like you to hold up the rest of the program? Like for an hour, is that? What about the next 7 hours? Patty's losing. I'm going to bed. And I think it's often that way with us as women. We have certain stressors, and by themselves, hey, if you only had to have that stress on you for 2 minutes of a day, no problem. But some of us hold those stresses and never let them out. And we just let it drag on us day in, day out, never bother to set that water glass down. And it wears on us over time. So tonight's about setting the water glass down for a little bit and say, let's focus on me for a change. On what it is that I need to be at my best or to stay rejuvenated for the long term. I want you to focus on this thought for a moment here. When you think about yourself as Wonder Woman, close your eyes and imagine the best version of you possible. That's who you really are. Let go of any part of you that doesn't believe it. And this beautiful quote from Maya Angelou, I would like to be known as an intelligent woman, a courageous woman, a loving woman, a woman who teaches by being. And when I think of, society tells us a lot as women about what it means to be beautiful, to be sexy, to have the right body or whatever we're supposed to have. And I often think, when I think of beauty, I think of my mom. She turned 81 yesterday, somewhere 2 days ago, celebrated that birthday with her. But I think of her in the sense that it's this beauty that comes in the form of quiet confidence. It's not an in-your-face type of thing. It's just a quiet, feeling comfortable in her own skin. It means touching other people's lives with your unique gifts. It means feeling comfort and confidence and knowing that I am who I am. I'm not perfect. I'm not Wonder Woman, but that is plenty good enough. I have a lot of worth in what I do and who I am on a daily basis. So I want to give you 4 bullet blocking strategies here to help you be at your best.